Meow 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 meow. Oh my God! Help me out! Oh, oh, oh! I gotta get that boom tube. Looked at. It's getting worse. This is a rough ride on it. Anyways, once again, from a secret, undisclosed location, hidden somewhere deep in the bowels of historic St. John's in Newfoundland, way out on the east coast of Canada, comes In the Library of Graphic Literature, with your host, me, Wallace Ryan. So, how's everyone doing out there today? Here's a sip to all of you. Even though it's not the exact date, today is officially the holiday anyway for St. Patrick's Day way out here. So everyone's off today, including myself, so I figured nothing like a St. Patrick's Day edition. Oh, ding, 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 ding. Oh, it's the hotline. Yes. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, I'll be talking about it. I know, it's the last volume in the series. Okay, thanks, Curtis. Okay, bye. Okay. Anyway. Whew. So, got some nice books here for you today. Turn. Where's my knife? Where is my knife? My knife, my knife. My whirl for a knife. Hang on a sec. God. You'd think I'd have this figured out by now, hey folks? I actually can't find my knife. Anyway, so we've got some good stuff here today. Oh, I got something pointy anyway. So yeah, a few good books and one good roundup on a great series. We'll talk about that now in a second. But in the meantime, let's get to it. Let's do it to it. First off the bat, why not? We'll go with one of the biggies here first of all. And this biggie includes a hefty one, and of course it is Conan the Barbarian. This is volume 5 of that series we love to love. I'm imagining that they're going to go full on, because I mean this is up to 149. I've got a feeling they're going to go all the way with this. Now this includes some stuff written by a few other people besides Roy Thomas. There's J. DeMatteis, I do believe, J.M. DeMatteis, Bruce Jones, and of course Roy Thomas does some of it. But that's the annual 6 and 7, the Conan of the Isles. The art, of course, is mostly Buscema, but also involves Gil Kane, who is inked by Neil Adams in one of them, I do believe. No, Neil Adams actually inks John Buscema. That's right, I forgot to mention that, which is a highly unusual combination. You know, I can't remember very many times seeing Adams ink Buscema. I've seen him ink a lot of other people through the years, but not that one. There's also a great run of Gil Kane, where he inks himself. And I think there is, I'm just make my way through it here now, just to have a quick look before I show it to your faces. Oh yeah. But yeah, he did so some nice stuff there. And of course we always have the greatest inkers in the world, including A. Kayla, the Krusty Bunkers, Ernie Chan, we're Ricardo Villamonte, Val Mayrick, who actually does a great job. Brett Breeding, and so on. But anyway, definitely a book to check out, if only for some of the Neil Adams and the Gil Kane entries. There's also, of course, the Conan of the Isles, which is a graphic novel, and also a What If, having to do with, I think it's the Thor, and Conan of the Isles was done by Buscema, Bulandi, Ricardo Villamonte, and Amanda Gill. Sorry. But yeah, and then the What If, I always forget the exact title, it's What If Thor, What If the Mighty Thor battled Conan the Barbarian. Now, in real life, of course, we all know how that would end. I'm not going to get into that, but it's kind of funny. Anyway, check it out for sure. It's a beauty. Let's have a nice close-up look of it here again. And here's, well, actually, go back to the start so that we can see. Some of that Conan is inked by Neil Adams. Well, it says John Buscema and Neil Adams. So some of it actually kind of looks like a mixture. Some of it looks like pure Adams. So it's hard to really say, isn't it, sometimes? But beautiful art all the same. Anyway, get into that. Some groovy Buscema. Well, Buscema, I'm sure, must have done more Conan than any other artist I can think of. Oh, and here's that spectacular Gil Kane story. I always love the opening page of, well, not only that one, but the one before it, I do believe, yeah. Oh, come on. Stop sticking together. This panel there. Always loved that panel there. But yeah, I always thought Gil Kane was one of the great Conan artists. He was made for it. Absolutely stunning. Kane had visual flow unlike any other artist. Here, Gil Kane and Ernie Chua, an interesting, with Bruce Jones writing it. So, of course, it looks obviously like Gil Kane, but also a little bit like him. Oh, and here we have, actually, yeah, this is with Danny Bulandi, who most people from way out here on the East Coast will remember as, I think Bulandi did Captain Newfoundland. But anyway, great art. Wonderful. It's, of course, what Conan was known for. Anyways, definitely one to pick up. You're gonna love it. Especially if you're a barbarian like myself. Speaking of barbarian, check out my new slippers. Fur lined. By real fur. Okay. Now, from the good folks at Canterbury Classics comes H.P. Lovecraft's The Call of Cthulhu and Dagon graphic novel. It's not let me have a sip here. Not a bad little adaptation of Lovecraft's classic tale. But what I really love about this book, almost more than anything else in the world, is the binding, is the string on the outside, and it's basically like it's like a soft cover within a hardcover binding with the string holding it together. So it's like some kind of mysterious book that you like the Necronomicon or whatever that you'd find in a mysterious bookstore. The art is fairly simple, but you know, it's not bad for you Lovecraft fans. Like a good Lovecraft story, and this ain't too bad. So pick it up, if only for that cool spine. And it's fairly cheap too, if I remember. 27 bucks Canadian, $19.99 for you lucky guys folks down in the States there. Okay, check it out and definitely pick it up. So here we go. Have a look. They see that string and all that. Now come on, admit it. That is cool, isn't it? But yeah, so it's pretty good. It's like I say, it's faithful to the stories for the most part. But yeah, definitely worth a read, if only to get you into other Cthulhu stories. Seem pretty cool, eh? I've yet to see. This is the first book I've seen done like this. Okay. Now, what else do we have here? Oh, before I end with take out this other one here now. This one is Waluk, The Great Journey, and Miralles and Ruiz. It's, I'll read it here. Young Waluk and old Eskimo are two polar bears helping each other getting by in the modern tundra. It's about the only thing I don't like about this book is Eskimo is not a really politically correct term, and they should have said old Inuit. But these, anyway, it's two polar bears on the tundra. Food is growing scarce and the world is changing thanks to global warming. Us and the human strangers who carelessly roam through their territory. These carefree bears, optimistically head out in search of fertile hunting grounds, making friends and avoiding dangers along the way. Adorable wildlife adventure tale about friendship, trust, and the impact we all have on the world around us. So if you like this book, you might want to drive your car less, alright? Have a little bit less impact on the planet. Because we're killing off the polar bears, and I know because we actually have polar bears here in our province. They come ashore sometimes, even as far south as the island of Newfoundland, and they're also not the cute, cuddly creatures that you see in the Coca-Cola commercials and stuff like that. That's kind of a little bit deceptive. Polar bears are actually quite dangerous. You see one, you had better flee or be armed, or else you're takeout. So it's good, but it's still, you know, it serves a purpose in terms of getting the message out there. Use less, recycle, and stop driving around all the time. I actually do a lot of walking myself. I try to limit the amount of times that I actually do drive, and for the polar bears, drive less this week. They'll love you for it if they make it. But what they're talking about in this too is it's been seen off our coast here in terms of the thinning ice cover, and basically they're finding less and less places to live and to eke it out. So if you love the polar bears, and who doesn't from a distance, check it out and give them a hand. Okay, I'll show you some of the art here now. The art itself is beautiful. But yeah, how many dogs would be able to walk and talk to a polar bear and get away with it. It's all like snacks to them. So yeah, if you're up in the north and you see a polar bear coming, don't hang around and hope to give it a hug. Run, run, run. Anyway, check it out. Waluk, The Great Journey. Okay. Now, actually my slippers are made from just like the Inuit and all that, are made from fur. So there's nothing wrong with fur. Okay. Now, last, but definitely not least at all, I saved the best, or the most important for last. Let's tear off this thing and show it. It is. This is volume 29 of the complete Dick Tracy. The last and penultimate volume of the complete Dick Tracy by Chester Gould. It's a little bit sad. I actually love Dick Tracy. Now, I got to catch up. I'm following a couple of volumes behind, but I've read just about all of these, and I love Dick Tracy. There's just something cool and hard-bitten and strange and weird, and something about the style, Gould's drawing style too, sort of appealed to me. It was unique. It was naive in some ways, but I love the stories, especially, and the names. Puckapus, Zero Knot, Perfume Plenty, Date Plenty, the Gallstones, Laid an Egg. So, and once again, of course, nothing but beautiful reproduction inside. Them fine folks at the Library of American Comics, they must be congratulated. They must be hugged and kissed, as a matter of fact. Hug for taking on this this very important comic strip and preserving it actually for future generations. I brought out this one. This is volume 1 that I bought in 2006. I bought this in New York City, actually, at St. Mark's Comics. I was working. Actually, at the time, I was living in Chinatown at the time, and where was I? Living and working in Chinatown, and of course, a lot of times when my friend Carter Costera, who I worked with, when he'd go home at the end of the day, I'd be there in the studio by myself, so I'd go out for a wander, and I discovered, I knew about St. Mark's Comics. And so I'd go up there and visit with old Mitch there, and he'd always have a book for me and all that. And this I found this from, it looked pretty cool. It was just like, now it doesn't say, this is one of the few that doesn't say Library of American Comics. I think that sort of came a little bit later, but yeah, it was just, I seen it, it was just like, oh, Dick Tracy, and I'll picked it up, and I enjoyed it. It's not quite like the latter Tracy, the first 10 years. It's more of a straight-on crime type of strip, but of course over the years it changed and morphed into the Dick Tracy we all know and love, and I kept on buying them. So I have all 29 volumes, and once again with this book, I once again complete my Library of American Comics collection. I have everything they've put out, including this. So once again, another happy day, and not only this, but go out and buy some of the other Library of American Comics things. They've done so much great work from Flash Gordon, the Superman, Batman comic strips, the Wonder Woman one, Terry and the Pirates, of course, the wonderful Terry and the Pirates, Steve Canyon, Little Orphan Annie, I'm looking here at it here now, Star Wars, Star Hawks, For Better For Worse, which they're putting out now, and just a lot of other amazing collections. The Alex Toth books, which were absolutely stunning, and some other books about comics in general, and a book about Kniff himself, and and the Disney stuff too. Oh, Bloom County too, we can't forget that, and Skippy. So, and the Tarzan by Russ Manning. So yeah, they've put it all out, and it's all worth getting. So find which one you like the most and pick it up. So if you like some hard-bitten crime, I guess it's sci-fi in some ways or whatever, but it's Dick Tracy. So pick it up, celebrate Dick Tracy, yay! So big shout out there to Dean and to Curtis and all the fine people at Library of American Comics. You do a great job, and please keep them coming. Keep them coming. We love you. There, I had to kiss it again. Okay, I'll give you a nice look, close up on this. And as you can see, very clean, clear reproductions on this. So cool. But yeah, nothing quite like it. Right up to the end. To the last of the last. Yeah. Gould was one of a kind, wasn't he? Check it out. And of course, look, there's their cool spines and the cool back of it. But yeah, run out there today and pick up, see if you can pick up all 29 volumes. Won't cost you very much. Thank God they put them out only once every so often. Otherwise it would have broken me. I am not a poor man, though my story is seldom told. Of course, and that's it for this week. Of course, as usual, don't forget Thursday Comics. For those of you who have never listened to it, you should listen to it. Now, it's aimed more at adults. Oh, by the way, you probably noticed that I have the Thor, king-size Thor from Jack Kirby there. Had to add that to the pile there. Anyway, the Thursday Comics is more of an adult-oriented look at comics, lots of swearing. It's a lot more critical than this show. On this show, I tend to actually only review stuff I like, and it's same with the Library of Graphic Literature group on Facebook. One of the big rules for the group was that we would only talk about comics we like. So if you want to get some good recommendations, check out the page itself too, because we just talk about great comics. So there's bound to be something there you like. So well worth checking out. And it's a great group of people. I mean, it's been over 10 years that I've been running that group, and I've met some fabulous people all across the globe. And of course, check out in the Library of Graphic Literature page. I got to update it slightly. That has all the episodes except for the past couple. And leave a comment on the video too. I love answering the comments, and for the most part, I do try to answer every single comment. I treat the comments like a letters page. But anyway, check out Thursday Comics, coming to you every Thursday. The last one, what was it? Hidden Gems, I think it was, the giant-sized one. The giant-sized ones are a lot of fun. They're an hour long, and we have great lists and all that. And I do it with my good buddy Dennis Osborne. I guess most of the swearing is done by me now that I think about it. But anyway, yeah, so there is a bit of foul language and all that, so Can't let the kids watch it. Anyway. Sorry, listen to it. Anyway, that being said, it's now time for me to whiz myself away on that boom tube. Love you all. Oh yeah, this was episode 176, 175 last week. It was a little bit of a milestone. Okay, check out that one out too, because I look at Vanguard and all the cool stuff they did. Anyway, God knows what's going to be next week. Until then, I love you all, and thanks for having me over. What? Yeah? Really? In that direction? Oh my God. Oh, by the way, it's snowing out today.